YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on the West Rome campaign. I almost said East Rome. Hasn't been an East Rome campaign for a long time. But yeah, I am back, and I'm trying to get tabbed back into Attila, and it's not letting me for some reason. There we go. I think we made it back. Just going through the turn end from where I last left off. The Huns are still acting quite indecisive, and I cannot seem to locate Attila. I just spent all of my 200 and some odd thousand talents on upgrades throughout the Empire. So over the next few turns, we should see a pretty substantial return on investment in terms of what it does to my income. I'm about to finish some more research that will allow me to build a triumphal arch, which is one of the requirements for a military victory. So that's kind of a great deal there for me. And I guess the question is, what do we do now? I no idea where Attila's at. Hostile agent activity, breach intolerance. Man, I wish I could get rid of that agent, but my agents just keep dying to him. I had some attrition in a bunch of the armies because I wasn't paying attention and did not put them into fortification. But we can get it all back on this turn. Let's try once again to see if we can spot Attila, though I have not been successful in doing so just yet. It still shows the Huns sitting right there, but there is no Attila up here. Like, he's... I have no idea what's going on. Like, I don't know if the guy still exists. If something glitched out, it still shows him as the faction leader. Maybe they just don't have him leading an army. I don't know how that would be possible. So maybe if we go kill some of their armies, it'll swap something up. So I'll attempt to kill a couple of the Hun stacks on this episode and see if that makes a difference. Or maybe we could even see if we can assassinate the... I can't use this spy to assassinate, but maybe we can gain some experience. Yep, there we go. Where's the assassinate? It's down here further, so I'm not going to be able to open it until he gets down another level. Yeah, there's really nothing of importance that I can see from the Huns. I'm almost thinking to see if they will take a peace treaty for a few terms so I can clean up Dalmatia, Macedonia, Pannonia, like all these different places. Like, just go ahead and clean them up real quick. So let's see if the Huns will take a temporary peace treaty.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth with honey.
Okay, so the Huns taking a temporary peace treaty. So on the next turn, I will go ahead and it's held by Illyria. So Illyria is no friend of mine, and neither are the Gepids. But the Gepids are allied to some of these tribe or factions over here. So what I'm going to do is try and go ahead and just sweep on through this general area. I'm going to get let's see, I've got this priest. Did I lose a priest at some point? Yes, I did. Must have died of old age or something. Should be able to recruit priests just about anywhere. So let's go ahead and grab one. Militarist, he's got extra zeal. A radical is going to be... Well, no. None of these guys are particularly useful, but he's the youngest, which means he'll last the longest. So there we go. Gonna improve his... Inspire populace and spread religion. Let's go ahead and start moving him over into this province. I've got this priest here. And I've got one way over here that probably doesn't have to be here anymore. Especially not that we're building that religious structure. So let's bring him all the way back over here as well. Because I want these priests to help kind of quickly spread the religion in these provinces. Should help give me good public order. Let's fortify there. Alright, like I said, I have a ton of upgrades going on all throughout the Empire, so we should start to see a ton of money come to us. Let's see, this veteran, make him where he can sabotage walls, just in case we were to ever need it. I haven't had to use it yet. We have our equestrian army all ready to go too, so we'll definitely pull that in and see about... Basically, I'm just going to see if I can roll through Dalmatia and Illyria real quick. but we'll start with Pannonia. That way we can get some work done for a few turns while I'm waiting to see what in the world happens with Attila, because I don't know where in the world he's at. Maybe he'll get lured back in by me doing all this work elsewhere and making myself more powerful. We'll see. Sextus needs something to do before he gets too old and dies.
Come to you in strength, to speak words of strength. Reply then, with a strength.
Do your worst. I'm not really scared of you, so... You're just dying of attrition slowly over time, so not really any concern of mine. I want to make a push towards Constantinople too. Man, actually, Constantinople would be an awesome capture for Sextus. Thinking about, I wonder who owns it. I might push over to Constantinople with Sextus just to have like a last epic thing for him to do. Yeah, let's check that out, because we got a ton of onager. It'd be a perfect time to take on the walls at Constantinople as well. Yeah, see there the Huns moved down as soon as I declared peace with them. So I think I'm going to betray them and actually jack them up pretty bad. We'll see if that'll flush Attila out of hiding. Maybe that's what I need to do, is just try and make peace with them every now and then to lure them in to what they think is safety and then absolutely destroy them. Yeah, because my guys don't retrain when the Huns are in the province. That's one annoying feature that the nomadic tribes have. So as long as they're around, it screws up everything for you. Okay, so let's see what these Huns have here. A couple large onagers, some chosen Urs. Potentially dangerous army, honestly. So what I will do is get, I'm going to send the Empire Strikes Back. We can levy local troops out of what? Out of the Huns? Hun of Course Archers, huh? That'd be pretty funny. Let's move over here, and I'm going to actually kill those Huns. And then, thinking, let's get in a position to destroy some Huns over here as well. Okay, now it's showing Attila up here on the border. Let's go see if we can find Attila, because if we can find Attila... There he is! Filthmonger. Finally located him. Let's keep an eye on him for a turn or two and see where he goes. And then I may betray a bunch of these Huns because it'll make it easier to get to him, I think. This spy is no longer needed way out here, so let's pull him back in this direction as well. I was going to just start raffle stomping through some of Savaria, and I'm still thinking about it. Let's see. Yeah, these... Wait, who is this? Illyria? No, I'm not ready to declare war on Illyria just yet, because they have... I think they have other provinces. Or is this the only province? Let's check out the attitude of Illyria towards everybody else. If no one likes them... Okay, no one likes them. And they're allied with the Geats. So the Geats must have rolled through there. I don't need my allies' help. So I'm going to go ahead and take over this province as well with this army. Might as well capture a little bit of territory here while we're at it.
Ready for battle.
There's a Hun stack up there as well.
Ready for orders.
Though there's no Huns in this province, so these armies can all retrain. It's going to take me 28 turns to get to this, but I totally think this will be worth it in terms of payoff. So I'm going to go ahead and let that training, or let that research begin. Seems like I was Wasn't I converting to an Imperial library somewhere? Yes, so that'll speed up that research quite a bit. Honestly, we could probably put in another Imperial library here if we really wanted to, just to really speed up the research rate for a while. I think that'd be worth it. Let's go ahead and keep working on that. Governor's house, got the circus. And should we put the metropolis in here too? We'll save my money for a few turns and let's just kind of see. I would like to put the metropolis here at Ravenna though. Food is a lot tighter here than I would like to see, but it should be getting better because we just upgraded the sheep barn and this wheat mill. So it should be good here. Let's roll through that upgrade. This Equestrian Legion really ought to be up here to probably help me against the Huns. The Huns, if they try to make it that deep in my territory, I'll still have a couple of defensive armies to leave in Rome. In fact, one of them is Sextus's son here. Okay, so the Huns sitting right next to me here. We could betray them, but they'll just run off.
Commander.
So let's wait. Let's kind of draw them in a little bit and get in a position where we can kill as many of them as quickly as possible. So, yes. Gonna go ahead and wait through a turn in. Not that we haven't been doing enough of that recently, but that is what we're gonna do. Good. Got agents moving where I want them. We'll try and really convert the new territory as quickly as possible. At least we're picking up a few provinces here and there over the last few episodes. We hadn't expanded much in a long time, so... Let's see. Hopefully Attila will move towards me. If he moves towards me, I'll try and take the opportunity to just betray him. Come on, Attila. Come on in a little closer. Come closer to the waiting jaws. Yeah, the Huns are trying to move south. Never actually saw Attila's stack move.
We have much respect for your might.
They want me to join their war against the Visigoth. The East Romans are getting mopped up again, which is fine, but that will just open up territory for me to capture in North Africa. So I would be okay with that. I would love to control Egypt because of the fertility of the Nile, the lands around the Nile floodplain, whatever we want to call it there. That would certainly be handy. Let's see if we can locate Attila. If he's within marching distance of Sextus, I'm going to take another shot at it. And then we should be able to betray the other Hun stacks around as well. But Attila's not even mortal yet, according to the messages I've seen. I haven't even seen anything that says he's mortal at the moment. Unless I missed it, which I guess is possible. We had another death here. Wasn't any of my agents. May have been a governor or something. Yeah, one of my governors just kicked the bucket. So one of my family members? Sure was. It was probably this guy right here. He had quite a bit of influence as well, so that's kind of unfortunate. Drusus, he is a general right now. He's not really gaining anything. Kata is gaining pretty well. Wondering if we can... We can't arrange a marriage, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and have him seek out a wife before he gets older. He's already 30 because we've been going through so many turn-ins. Sextus is 62 and my Emperor's 54. Okay, the Huns moved further back here into Transcarpathia, it looks like, so we're not going to get an easy shot at the Huns. I'm not even sure where he went, probably down here. So yeah, we're not going to get an easy shot at Attila, but the question is, do I want to... His stacks are kind of moving south. Maybe I want to let them move south, and it'll be easier for me to trap them. I'm kind of thinking that I'm just going to let them keep moving for the time being. Yeah, I think I'm just going to let them keep moving. Let's go to the amphitheater. Let's do a little bit of upgrades where we can. Okay, so we'll be fine there for now. We're gonna have a problem with squalor. As soon as I can, I'll build a. I might just build another religious building, because that'll help keep the province happy and take care of the squalor. Let's see. Let's maybe start up here and just see if we can catch up with Attila. The guy is just running off into the wilderness, but we are at peace with them. So since we are at peace with them, would it maybe make sense to go ahead and start retaking some stuff? Sirmium is certainly open for a beating, and if I take it, that may be what tips off the rest of the. That may be what tips off the rest of these factions around here against me. The thing is if I resettle this land and the Huns sit there, I can't retrain the troops who resettle this land. I'm just going to move further south and see where the Huns go. And I've got all these extra armies. Thinking I'll leave 2 up here. And let's bring the Equestrian Legion down here. And the other heavy... None of these guys have any onagers, but if they're in a defensive position, they should be fine. I kind of want one of the onager armies down this way. Let's march back through, and we'll just kind of start mustering forces to just pummel our way through... Illyria, basically. How are we doing here in terms of... Yeah, we're 82% Roman paganism here, so thinking we've got a pretty solid hold on this province. Yeah, we'll be good because we got armies there as well. So let's go ahead and start moving these priests down here. This agent's no longer required to do that. Let's put him in the army with Sextus. And let's just get these armies supported. Okay. So the question is, do I want to come down into here and take this settlement yet? Not just yet. Let's go 1 turn in and then we'll do it. Because I'll be in a good position to just kind of... I'm going to wait to assign a governor too, because I may put the governor in one of these new regions that I capture. The Huns are raiding in my land, so I am probably going to have to go ahead and turn on them because I'm not going to tolerate that. Swabians are getting attacked, so we're going to enter the war on the side of our allies, of course. I don't know how the Geats are still alive, or the Jutes for that matter. They must have a lot of fishing line with them out there on the boat. A lot of scurvy going on too, I'm sure. Over the next couple of turns, I hope to see my income jump up quite a bit because we've got so many buildings that will be coming into play. Some of the Huns moved on, so I may hold my wrath for them momentarily. I don't even know where Attila's at or where he's going, but like I said, let's just get some work done and screw Attila at the time being. I've killed him enough. I might do a big hit on that Sirmium over there, and I'm going to probably need to send another stack to support. I have 4 heavy onagers, so it'll be enough to bust up the city pretty bad. North Germanic separatist,
The
huh?
storm has raged long enough.
Palmyra wants a peace treaty? I think not. Thinking about taking my fleets and capturing... Well, let's get Illyria first, and then I might take my fleets and we'll capture Constantia, Gortyna, and Rhodes, and go ahead and take that province. Just because we can. Man, we're having a lot of infant mortalities. That is pretty unfortunate. So our heir did get married. The blood heir, I should say. So here's the situation. Yeah, we had a number of infant mortalities, but family's still pretty intact. Dang it, now it's winter, of course. So if I move around anywhere, I'm going to get a whole bunch of winter attrition. So I'm going to have to camp out. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go through one more turn in before we get into the battle, which is what I really wanted. Hate the stupid attrition. I mean, it makes sense, but doesn't make me not get impatient with it. All right, so we're kind of dug in there where we're not going to take any losses, which is good because I can't retrain any. Attila's not terribly far off out there, so we'll keep a close eye on him. There's a couple of things. Yeah, my income just popped up to 26,000, and we can go ahead and start building the Triumphal Arch up here, which is definitely what I wanted to do. I think I was gonna tear the food emporium down if I remember right. Yeah, that's what we were gonna do. It's no longer needed, so we'll tear it down. Actually, let's convert it over to a library. I don't know what I was thinking about putting in there, but I wanna put in a library for now. That way I can get my research done faster. I wanted to have lead up here too, but I'm trading and obtaining it right now, so that's not a huge deal. In terms of resources, there's lead up here that we could eventually get a hold of. But right now, there's also lead down here in Dacia. So even if I lose my trade, we'll get it back one way or the other. Not going to assign a governor just yet. I wanted to look at something, though, before the turn in. There are these separatists up here, but this is still controlled by our allies. So nothing else for me to potentially take over up here. Dang it, the first building we have to do is the port. It's not really what I wanted, but it's what we're going to end up with. And then once we get enough growth, I can unlock another ruined building here. Just to keep resettling. Okay, let's go through one more turn in here and see if we can get anything going. I was hoping to go to warp speed. That warp speed has been completely slowed by Attila, but I'll focus on it from this episode here on out for a little while. I did spot Attila, though, where my spies were moving through. I can move them back down and maybe start sabotaging him. I don't mind if the Huns were to come attack some of my settlements because I could kill quite a few of them while they were doing it. So even though the Hun armies have kind of gotten now to the south of me, it's okay because it'll leave Attila less guarded. And then his armies that he sends after me, we can, or to my cities and stuff, we can wear them down and wipe them out. I'm just wondering how many more times we're going to have to kill the guy before he's dead. I guess that's a product of the legendary campaign here, is that he's just going to be very hard to deal with. They make him purposefully difficult and annoying. But I do want to go ahead and fight a battle at Sirmium or whatever it is. We'll probably go attack that, and I'll send some reinforcing armies to help them. We'll worry about Attila again on the next episode, but we'll go ahead and finish the conquering of Pannonia. Pannonia would definitely be a helpful province to have. Should be pretty productive. Okay, Attila's actually moving towards me, so that's good. Okay, there are now Hun stack in Italy. So we will betray the Huns very shortly because I don't like that one bit. though my provinces in Italy are pretty well built up, and we could wear down a Hun stack pretty quickly, given the opportunity. This is why I didn't make peace with them sooner, but at the same time I'm kind of glad I did, because it's luring them back towards me rather than letting them run away. Man, Britannia is like all built up. It's like a bastion of the Empire at this point. Great public order. And we're turning quite a bit of money up there too. Oh, the Separatists are going to come attack me, huh? That's pretty cheeky of them. It's not going to work. Oh! Sextus Perennis has died. It's finally happened, people. It has finally happened. It's very unfortunate. He didn't get a chance to actually see Attila dead, but he lived longer than I thought he would, to be honest. So poor Sextus. Poor Sextus. He was quite the man in this campaign. I'll tell you what we'll do as a fitting memory to him. I will take his son, and we will capture Constantinople with his son, and we will maybe even rename the city in his honor, since he was a hero to the Empire. So yeah, we'll definitely consider that. There's still a lot of snow down here on the ground, darn it, which I am irritated by. But let's go ahead and do this siege. These guys are going to take a whole bunch of attrition getting down here. Yeah, lost like 10 men in every unit. I'm going to go ahead and declare war here, though.
We will walk the warriors.
Oh, the Swabians refuse to join me, so that breaks my alliance with the Swabians.
I will bring the torch.
And the Maurians did. We got some rebellious tribes on our hands right now. This will make things interesting. Let's go ahead and fight this. We'll see whether or not those people who didn't join me really... I shouldn't have called them to help, and then I wouldn't have had to worry about it. I don't think the Swabians will stay mad at me for long if they have any brains whatsoever. But we're going to go ahead and take this settlement, Sirmium. And this will be for the memory of Sextus as well. Alright, let's start deployment here. It'll be nice and cold, a good wintertime battle here. Oh man, my heavy onager are going to lay waste to this dump. Let's pull these Legio back just a little bit. These are not like the greatest infantry, but it's not a big deal. Man, Sextus was really an icon in this campaign. He got a lot of love from the viewers. A lot of love. Armor piercing. This one's going to do extra damage versus buildings. Let's go ahead and start the battle. I'm going to take out the towers to begin with. The gatehouse doesn't have oil, but we'll destroy a couple. We'll put a couple of holes in the wall as well. Oh, they have a bastion onager.
Enter the fray.
My stray shot almost hit the bastion onager. Okay, one of the towers went down.
This bodes well.
I'm gonna go ahead and take these two and hit the bastion onager. Let's see if we can go ahead and get that tower gone. Ah, dang it. It killed one of my artillery pieces. That's annoying. There we go. We just throttled everything. So their gates are open. At this point, I'm just going to switch to explosive rounds and let my onager fire at will. Just going to fast forward, let these guys go back into fire at will. And we'll get my men ready to move forward here. Takes the onager long enough to reposition. Good grief. I'm going to come under longbow fire here. I don't think the longbows are going to do a lot to my Legio Comitatenses. They might. I lost 2 artillery pieces to that Bastion onager. That's annoying. I'm going to, yeah, my Bastion onagers are just kind of firing away here. Very nice fire pot hit right there. I'm going to let my Legios throw their Plumbata here if they can. They will. Good. So we'll just kind of put a rain of javelins in here as well. Very awesome looking siege going on right now with lots of darts, javelins, all kinds of stuff flying everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and just bring up my Cataphractari. The enemy axes have routed. Okay, so the Cataphractari going to be piling in now onto the Germanic archers. I'm under quite a bit of bow fire, but I don't think that their Germanic archers are going to last long in the face of my Cataphractari. It's just a matter of whether their arrows can do enough damage in the meantime. Yeah, their guys are starting to waver here. We should break through, and I'm going to get up out of this gatehouse real quick. Let's bring our Cataphractari over here. Okay, their tower's gone. Let's get my onager. I'm going to switch off fire at will, back to explosive round. Target some of these groups back there that I can't get to at the moment. My Cataphractari are absolutely wrecking the Germanic archers over here as expected. Should see a volley from the onagers here in a moment. Yeah, there it comes. Here comes the pain rain into the Germanic archers. All right. There should be an enemy general somewhere up in the town center, but he's probably not even gonna get a chance to fight me. I'm gonna send all my guys up to the town center. Just run these routing Germanic archers out of the way. There's no towers or anything that really threaten my Cataphractari. The pathfinding's kind of annoying because there's routing units in front of them. Otherwise, we should be pretty well wiping these guys out. Yeah, they're going to die in droves to my Cataphractari. These Germanic archers, not any good in melee, and they don't have any form of armor or anything else for that matter. They've routed there, so we'll just bring our Cataphractari forward. And I'm assuming these archers are about to break too. There they go, they've broken. So let's go chase down this last unit here. I'll just kind of keep giving you some cinematic cam. I haven't gotten many views in the last few episodes anyway. I might take a little bit of tower fire here, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Look at these citizens coming in to fight too. The lady's got a club. Probably not going to be real effective against armored lance cavalry. But hey, got to give her credit for trying. The enemy general is a spear unit. And I don't know if I'll have enough angles to really get at him with my Cataphractari, but it's just a it's a Germanic Spearmaster. That's actually a pretty dangerous spear unit for cavalry. But I do have Legio coming up behind him. I'm going to go ahead and move up a little further towards him. Yeah, my Legio will be there to attack him momentarily. And then I'll hit him with my Cataphractari. I'm going to try and stay far enough back that he can't hit me with his javelins. He's in shield wall, though, so he's not going to throw his javelins just yet. Okay, that Spearmaster is acting like he's going to come down here after me. But I don't think he will, and my Legio are about to catch him from behind. Oh, now he's going to turn to my Legio, so now we can charge him. Okay, all my Legio have an attack order, and then my Cataphractari have an attack order. This Spearmaster, like I said, is going to be a fairly tanky unit, especially versus cavalry. But it's going to get attacked by Legio from behind as well, so the enemy Spearmasters are definitely doomed to die. And being attacked in the back by the Legio is definitely going to help put these guys under. I would expect that they're wavering already, and if not, they will be soon. Yeah, they are dying in droves. Victory point's mine, so we'll see if the Spearmasters kind of stand their ground. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. We now control Pannonia, which is pretty sweet. But we're going to have to do more. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on Attila and his stacks as they're roaming around and look for that opportunity to make sure that we honor Sextus' memory by killing that filthy Hun and then letting his son capture Constantinople. We do need to declare my Maximinus Cotta. We're going to have to make sure he's declared as the heir. Wow, that Spearmaster put up quite a fight. Quite a fight. But it was not enough of a fight. There we go. So it's going to be the end of that battle. Let's go back out to the campaign map and take care of that last little bit. All right. See what we get here. Yep, he's getting his face stabbed. Perfect. So we're going to have a pretty key victory here. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to just occupy. So we should be now totally in control of Pannonia. We are. But none of my troops can retrain, actually. But these guys can't because they can't get into a fortified stance. Let's just repair what we've got on some of these, and we'll start tearing down what's left of the folks who settled here before us. So the last order of business, Maximinus Cotta needs to be declared the heir. It didn't declare anybody else the heir automatically, did it? No. So he is now the true heir to the empire. So that's going to be pretty nice for him, and I think I'm going to go ahead and actually put him in as a military count as well, so that we can start getting him some experience. This guy is feeling a little bit disloyal, so maybe we'll see if we can gain him some loyalty as well. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. HeirofCarthage signing out for now, and I will see you on the next one.